So hello and welcome to the AmCham CEO message for February 2017. Today marks exactly 1 month of the Trump administration, and I know that the weeks behind us have been full of surprises, full of intrigue, full of high moments and low moments, and have captured the attention of many people around the globe, including many here in Australia. I just got back from the United States myself last week. And look, I think it's important for people just to calm down, relax, not be swayed by the news of the day, and just to realize the depth and breadth of the relationship that the United States and Australia enjoy. It's not a relationship that's dependent on any one relationship between two individuals. Obviously, the Prime Minister and the President, when they get along and when they are on the same page, it's a powerful force. But And I believe that is what's going to happen over time as these two gentlemen get to know one another better. But we saw a couple weeks ago, we saw a difficult phone call over a particular transaction that was particularly difficult in the time frame in which it was occurring, about refugees coming the day before or after the United States was imposing a ban. So look. These are single data points, and our view here at AmCham is that the relationship with the United States, which is not only the largest foreign investor in Australia, but also Australia is the largest destination for U.S. foreign investment in the entire Asia-Pacific region. These facts need to be remembered. The tens of thousands of jobs that are at stake, and the amount of contact, the many flights every day between the two countries, all these things bind our peoples together in a people-to-people way that is extremely strong and durable. And I, for one, don't lose any sleep when there's a bad day in the relationship, which is actually very, very infrequent. So we are very much interested in what's happening. My view is that it'll take 6 months to stand up the new U.S. government, and until we have people in all those different positions that are filled through political appointments, the machinery of government will not yet be running as smoothly as we're accustomed to between the two countries, and certainly not in the United States. So just keep your seatbelt buckled and watch the process. There'll be, again, high points and low points, but there's nothing there that I see as particularly troubling. We will be doing a series in the beginning of May when we reach the 100-day point in the Trump administration. We're going to call it, not very creatively, the Trump administration at 100 days. We'll be doing panel discussions from Perth to Brisbane, also in Adelaide, Sydney, and Melbourne, in which experts will provide their analysis as to how's the administration shaping up and what does it mean for Australia. So please take a look at our website if you haven't booked yet. Those are all going to be sellouts for sure. Now, turning to something else, we are very pleased to welcome to AmCham as new members Austrade, the Australian government agency charged with promoting trade and investment from Australia and with Australia. There has been a significant leadership change there for the first time in many years. We'd like to welcome the new CEO, Dr. Stephanie Fahey, to the Austrade team, and also note the close relationship we've already developed with David Landers, who is the new general manager for the Americas, Europe, Middle East, and Africa, most of the world, in fact. But Austrade has a keen interest in business with the United States, and I think looking forward, you will see us working very closely with Austrade on trade missions and on content, and on just making sure that we make the very most of the synergies that we can achieve. I'd also signal our relationship with Nicola Watkinson, who is based in New York City and served as the North America Senior Trade Commissioner. We all look forward to great teamwork together. I mentioned trade missions. Look, these are an invaluable opportunity for you actually to go to the United States in AmCham's hands and benefit from the relationships that we've developed there over many years. The next one coming up in 2017 will be to Houston. We've been doing this one for 20 years. The Offshore Technology Conference, or OTC, runs from the 29th of April to the 5th of May. If you haven't signed up for that, you don't have to be an oil company or a gas company, but you could be a law firm or an accounting firm, or really any kind of service firm that deals with that industry. It's a fascinating opportunity to get to know the Houston economic ecosystem better. It will be led by Penelope Williamson, who is our intrepid AmCham General Manager covering Western Australia and the Northern Territories. On the topic of Northern Territories, I'd just like to say we are working very closely with the U.S. mission to Australia with the acting ambassador, Jim Caruso, to stand up and develop a much more robust American business presence in the Northern Territory, in Darwin specifically. So watch this space. I think you'll see exciting things coming. Also down the track, we're going to be going to China, to Guangzhou in April 19th through 22nd. This is an opportunity to meet with other AmChams from the entire Asia Pacific region to talk about, I think we'll talk a lot about the Trump administration, what it's going to mean for tax, what it's going to mean for trade, what it's going to mean for travel, which are obviously three of the main issues of importance to our members. So if you haven't looked at that, take a look. I'd love to have you come with me to Guangzhou in late April. Also, here in Australia, on the 11th and 12th of April, we'll be leading a exploratory mission, again in cahoots with the U.S. mission, to Adelaide to see what the possibilities are there for a more robust American business presence in South Australia as they sort of reorient their economy and look for new opportunities in South Australia. So two big opportunities. In terms of upcoming events, we have an incredibly interesting 2017 program. I'll just mention a few of the highlights, and I hope you'll come back to the website to explore more and potentially sign up. On the 13th of March in Sydney, we have Gordon Bitko, who's the Chief Information Officer for the FBI. Yes, I said the FBI. He's coming to Australia, and he's going to be talking to AmCham members and guests about the challenges of cybersecurity. You won't want to miss this one. And then the 23rd of March in Melbourne, we have the new CEO of Virgin Australia Airlines and also the Delta Airlines Senior Vice President, Bob Summers, speaking together somewhat like John Borghetti did a couple years ago with the CEO of Delta Airlines. So take a look at our website. You'll want to do that. Virgin and Delta are privileged official airlines of the American Chamber of Commerce in Australia, and we are looking forward to moving from strength to strength with them. At the end of March, on the 31st in Adelaide, we have a panel discussion on South Australia's future energy needs. Whether you live in South Australia or not, you would be aware that there is no more pertinent topic for business in that part of Australia. On the 27th of February in Perth, we have the latest in our series of financial toolbox presentations. Take a look at that one. And then moving up to Brisbane, we have a couple of great events. On the 3rd of March, we're doing a panel discussion on creative disruption in e-health. E-health, or health in general, is the largest sector of the economy. This is something that affects every one of us. Show up and get informed about it. And then on the 24th of March, again in Brisbane, we have the privilege of hosting the premiere of Queensland, Anastasia Palaszczuk, and this will be a great chance to hear directly from the boss what her plans are for the smart state. I would say one of the most exciting things upcoming is the Melbourne Innovation Mission. We did one last year. We're doing another one on the 5th of April. This will take you around to the southeast part of Melbourne to visit places like CSIRO, Monash University, the Australian Synchrotron, and other centers of R&D in the southeastern part of Melbourne. Take a look at that, and please do plan to come and join us for that event. I think that's probably enough, but I would like to close by acknowledging the many new members who've signed up since my last message. I mentioned Austrade already. We also have the Australian Frontline Solutions, MAP Institute, Wealth Efficiency, the BD Lab, Sustainable Solutions Group, Trevor Roberts, Santoro Consulting, Smith Brothers Media, Mind Tribes, Gardner Dairy Foundation, Nexus, and Segnut. And I'm really pleased to say that Northrop Grumman have become our latest premium member. So whether you're already a member or not, please take a look at that opportunity. Bring along a friend and see if you can expand the AmCham community between now and the next time I address you in March. So good day.